Thank you, Osea, for sponsoring today's video. Now that I'm getting older, I'm seeing the need to take care more of my skin. What I wanted in my skincare routine was something that was going to hydrate my skin without feeling heavy. I didn't want to feel like I had a lot of stuff on my face. And I also wanted something that helped protect my skin and made it feel better, or like there was nothing on there. I use this advanced protection cream on my skin, and it's got anti-aging moisturizer, and it's very thick, but it feels very soft on my skin. It doesn't feel like it's coating my skin. When I put it on, I don't even notice it's there, but it does take away any dryness that I do have, which I do get through the winter months. And a very little bit goes a long way. Like you can see, I put a tiny amount here on my finger and put it on and put it on again. It's about the size of a lentil. That's the way I'm going to describe it. So this container right here is going to last you a long time. Osea is a company that is clean, vegan, cruelty-free, seaweed-based skin and body care, and it's female-founded and family-operated since 1996. I'm including a before and after picture in here when I started doing the skincare this year, and then what it looks like today. So this is within about 3 to 4 weeks of using this product every single morning on my face. I enjoy it. I will definitely be continuing with this to help keep my skin hydrated and feeling great. You can get 10% off using the code AMYMARYON_ADV. Thank you, Osea, for sponsoring today's video. Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. Today is Monday. Happy Monday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. Hold on a second. Ooh, let me show you something. Ooh, love the mountain. Look at the sun on the mountain over there. That's pretty. Once in a while you get a glimpse of the sun coming over and it's like, it's so beautiful. Okay, there's your beautifulness for the day. Okay, when you get a little, I was sitting here talking, I could just see out my door here. I'm like, that is so pretty out there. So happy Monday to you. I hope that your morning is starting out wonderfully. Mine is. I slept for a long time yesterday. A long time. I don't even know. I went to bed early. I feel like it was early, like 8 o'clock early, and that's good. That's okay. Slept, got some good sleep, and slept all the way until I think I got up about 6 o'clock today. So it was a nice, long, resting day. And I'm like, I got up, sat at my desk. I had to do a few little things, very small things that I got done. And then I said, I need to get moving. I need to get moving. Today I have one goal, and that's it. I'm gonna have a few goals. My list consists of purging the kitchen. Purging your kitchen, deep cleaning my kitchen. That is my goal for the day. That is it. I mean, I'm throwing laundry in as well, but I'm not gonna clean the rest of my house. I mean, the kids can help with that. We will straighten and do all those things, but today's focus is this zone right here. So we have, I have my Christmas decorations up still. I'm going to take down the Christmassy ones, and I think I might leave up some wintry ones, but then I was telling my kids, I'm like, do you take down the garland because it has bulbs in it, or do you leave it up? I don't know. I think I have 2 garlands up there. Don't I have 2 garlands? I'm pretty sure I double stacked it so you could see. So I don't know. I might just, we're going to see. I might just take it down. I don't know. We'll see how the day, once I start taking down, I'll probably be like, oh, let's just take everything down. We're going to see how the day goes. But for the most part, take down the Christmassy stuff, the Merry Christmas, might leave out some greenery. I don't know. I might just start going and go, you know what, let's just put it all away. But basically get my kitchen back in order because it's a little messy. There is stuff that we've kind of like thrown in. I can show you like real life, right? Like over here, this cupboard, see, everything's just shoved in there. Can you see all that in there? It's just shoved to make it fit. So nothing is put away nice and neat. Drawers are, I know drawers are not too bad. All right, not too bad, but still needs a little TLC, tender loving care. So I'm going to focus on my kitchen today, wiping things out as well. And it's nice because I've been using up my pantry items and not really buying a lot of things, so the pantries will be a little bit emptier. So wiping things out, going through, I've already kind of gone through my food like last week and before, but the rule for purging your kitchen, is there a rule? No, there's no rules. You can like find 10 ways to declutter your kitchen. You do whatever works for you. My suggestion would be, if you can do it all day, awesome. If you cannot, because you have like something that prevents you from working all day long, which kids, physicalness, who knows, whatever you're just busy, focus on doing a little bit at a time. When I had younger kids at home, like little ones, and like the 10 under 10 or whatever the age was, I don't even know, 6 under 6, 5 under 5, whatever the crazy time of my life was years ago, what I would do is I'd set aside an hour in the afternoon every day, and that's it. Nap time. Like, I would fall asleep with the kids when I nursed a baby, put them to sleep, and then I would wake up. I'd sleep for about 45 minutes. I'd wake up. I'd give myself an hour, and then I would do all of that cleaning in that time. And whatever I didn't get done in that hour, it waited until the next day. So that meant that I had a little pile of stuff sitting on my counter, or a little pile here, until I knew what to do with it, until I got done with that area. And that was okay. That was okay for the time period in my life. Or another way I would do it is focus on one thing a day. So if you just did one drawer today, just clean out one drawer. That's it. Great, you got one drawer done. Then tomorrow do another drawer. The next day do another one. And then, you know what, do a cupboard. Do like one a day. I'm gonna knock it out all in one day today because that is my only focus. My kids are in bed. They are not gonna be needing anything for the next few hours. I'm gonna be able to clean everything out. So don't do as I do. You do what you can do in your life. And then what I also would recommend is, I'm a big thrower-outer. I am a thrower-outer person. You need me to come clean your house, I will, because you know what? I have no attachment to things. I will just pitch them, which gets me in trouble sometimes. But for the most part, there's not a lot of clutter. There is some clutter now. I haven't gotten rid of a lot of things for a little while. I clean out regularly. I usually declutter a lot. When I feel like things are getting too full, it's time to weed out. So if you haven't decluttered at all or need to, look at your stuff when you go through. People say, hold it in your hand, see if it makes you feel good, keep it. No, look at it and go, have you used this in 6 months' time? Have you touched this at all in 6 months? If you have not, put it in the pile, in a bag or a box, put it in an out of sight, out of mind place, like a basement or a garage. Black trash bag, box that you don't see, leave it there. If you do not go back in 6 more months to get it, then you know what? Donate that box somewhere else. People say for a year if you don't use it. Well, yeah, a year's a long time, and I get it. There's things you use in different seasons. Like, I don't bake a lot of bread through the summer, but I do through the winter, or I will be through the winter. So like my bread pans, I don't use them most of the summer. So if I was decluttering in the summer, I would say, do I get rid of these? No, because I'm going to use them in the winter. So you have to kind of see, what is it you use, what is it you don't use. If you don't think about it, okay, then pass it along. If you do, then hold on to it. That's how you do things. And then once you have that all done, then you can go through and go, okay, what makes a mess in my home? Like, where is the clutter happening? Is it the coffee mugs? Okay, well then maybe I need to get rid of some coffee mugs. Is it a constant, the drawers are so full of stuff. What do I do with it? Okay, do I need to get rid of more? No, maybe I like it all. Okay, well then I need to find alternative ways to store those utensils. So maybe I need a canister on my countertop, which I think I'm gonna get out today because I'm waiting for that. What is it? Where is the thing where I'm making the most steps in my kitchen? Am I constantly going to get oil? Am I constantly going to get salt and pepper? Okay, then leave those out on your countertop. It makes it easier. When I had younger ones at home, this was before the internet. This was before you had ways to watch people do things online all the time. I used to go to the library and get tons of books on home management, home cleaning, all those good things. There was a lot, like the Heloise cookbooks and Good Housekeeping. And there was just a ton of older homemaking skill cookbooks, and I remember just reading those and reading, trying to get some wisdom. And I'm thinking different things that stuck out to me was cleaning in a clock pattern. So you would start, and I don't know who does that. Someone probably does. Everybody probably does it now. You start at one section. Let's say this is my 12 o'clock. So 12 o'clock, I would start in this cupboard over here. 12 o'clock, and then I would move in a clockwise rotation around my room until I got that way. I still kind of do that to this day, and then you work top down as well, because from the top everything falls to the bottom. If that works, whatever is good for you. Another way is when you're organizing, putting things away in your kitchen. Like, how do you organize your cupboards and kitchens? Where do you put things at? Put things together where you need them. So like for myself, we do dishes right here in the dishwasher. We use this. So guess where the best place for our plates and cups and all that is? Right here next to it. Okay, the only problem is I have cups all the way over here. That's not very feasible when it is okay in my home because my kids are teenagers and older. No big deal putting laundry away. But if it was me and I was trying to be efficient, I would try to get everything in this cupboard over here. Normal size families would probably put everything and fit everything. They put cups in their plates and bowls, all that in one cupboard, and it would fit. That's just not feasible in our large family home. So I have to have more of a space, and we have a lot of cups, so I use that cupboard. But if I was in the normal world with just a few, everything would be right here because it's right next to the dishwasher. That's how I would do things. I would put all of my food in one area. I have it over here in this cupboard because this is a can cupboard. I have mine over here next to the stove. I have it in the pantry here. I have a hallway. That's just how I have to do it in my home. In our old home in Michigan, one of the best things, I had a tiny pantry. I had cupboards, but there wasn't that many. It was like 1960s house. It was like one of those very tiny kitchens. And the pantry was like so tiny. So there was barely room for anything. I kept like the bare minimum in there, the things I would use every day. Like I did a lot of baking, so flours, baking kind of items, things like that. And then everything was downstairs in one area on shelves. And every day I'd take my laundry basket and I knew what I had to go make. I'd go down there, fill up my basket, and the freezers were down there, and bring everything up. There was my food. It was all in one area. It was easier to see. Again, this season of my life, I don't mind going from cupboard to pantry to that one to, it's just, you have to do what you have to do in your home as well. I mean, you can't just, I mean, I wish I had a kitchen designed exactly the way I want it, but that's not always feasible. So you do what you can do in your home. But that would be my recommendation, would be everything in one area. If I could design my kitchen, I have ideas, I know what I would do. But the way I have it now, that works. So this cupboard is like one of those out of the way ones. It's kind of a weird, the cupboard only opens like so far. So it kind of like, you can't, it's hard getting it from that side. So it just, we had homeschool stuff in here. It just wasn't working. I'm like, you know what, let's just put canned stuff in here. So we did. That's how we did our kitchen. Another way to organize is to put everything like items together. So I had a baking cupboard. That was great. So in mine, I would have had my mixing bowls, my bread pans, my mixer, my measuring cups and spoons, and the oils and flours, that kind of stuff, was all in one area. That worked well as well. That was like one area. Then the serving food, like your plates and bowls and cups, was in another area. You just got to do what is good for your home and what is good for you. What's the most efficient? You want to think, you want to take the least amount of steps possible in your kitchen. I feel like sometimes I run all over the place in here, and that's okay. I need to run. There's nothing wrong with running. I need to move a little bit more. So, but in the real world, and how I would do things is, that is how I would recommend doing it if you can in your home. So think about it when you're cleaning out your kitchen. Go, okay, is there some way that I can reorganize? There's nothing wrong with moving stuff around. I do that all the time. I do that all the time when I think like, what's stressing me out? You know, like what do I need to fix? Just because things change, we get rid of things, we move things, and I think, how can I make it more efficient? Where is the stress coming from? That is your key. What is driving you crazy? Where are you shoving things into? Where is it like, oh, this is so messy? Stop and hone in on that area today and find out, all right, let me declutter, let me reorganize, let me find a better place for these things today. All right, those are all my tidbits of wisdom for the video. So now the rest of the video is going to be cleaning out, weeding out, getting things done in the kitchen. Does that sound good? Okay, let's just start cleaning and the great purge of 2023. Like, not really a great purge, but a purge for 2023. Always good things. Okay, let's go. I'm just going to start by wiping. I'm starting in this is my 12 o'clock zone, is this cupboard right here. This is our can cupboard. This stores most of all of our cans. Any extra or surplus I keep in the hallway. So what I did is I went to my hallway and I got out most of my cans that I have there. I only have a little bit left over because I told you I'm trying to use up what I have, and then I will replenish in the next few months, just not right now. So working on gathering those fragments, using them up, always a good thing, or rotate them, whatever you want to do. I just find it's best just to use them up, no big deal. So I'm going to take everything out here. I'm going to wipe it down really good, and then it gets real sticky from the honey just gets so sticky. I even put a lid under it. I don't even know, it just gets sticky. So I'm just going to wipe everything down and reset everything back up here. I can see it. It'll give me like to look and go, oh, there's a can of this, or oh, there's a can of this. I need to use these kind of random things up because those are always good things to do. I kind of come across different things that's on sale at the discount store, so I sometimes have random products in here that I sometimes forget, oh, I need to do something with that. So always good to go through and see what you have, and like I said, take note of the food you have as well and go, okay, I need to make something with this, or I need to do something with this. So always good things so that nothing goes to waste. Okay, so what I did, you guys saw, I flipped this one over because a lot of it is bowed down because I do overfill these. I probably should flip this one over as well too, but I haven't. I could flip it the other way. It's all good because I have paper on here. I don't have paper on this one. I just never did the top ones because it was like out of sight, out of mind. Do put some clear contact paper, or clear, not clear, but you know, contact paper. It'll help wipe everything out so much better. When I was at our rental house, they had tiles on there, like sticky tiles on their cupboards, and I'm like, genius, because everything wiped off so smoothly. So then I'm like, I need to put this down. So I put this down on just these two. I didn't have the top one, so I'm flipping this. Nobody sees this but you guys, you know, the rest of the world. But my thing is bowed, but now I can't get, this was fitting up here, now it won't fit. So this is gonna have to go in the hallway. But this just shows you how much bowed that was. So that's good to do. Good to do in my cupboard. So I'm gonna put these things back. This is all good things for me to see, and then I can go, oh, I have this, or oh, I have that. So it's gonna be one of those, I didn't realize how much hot sauce I have. I guess we have a lot of hot sauce in here. So just good, put all this back. Okay, this makes me go, okay, well, and the funny thing is, this lid, do you remember when I was making, what was I making? I was putting something with those different plastic containers, and I'm like, I don't know where the lid is. Here's the lid. I had it under my honey. It's good. Okay, it's a good thing. So the only thing, I just reorganized, I mean, it's organized, it's together, it's here. So I can see all my beans, these my veggies, and the tomatoes. I put these here, these are the random, like, I need to do something with these. Good to have extra, you know, it's good to have canned stuff because with power goes out, things like that. I do have more pickles in the other cupboard, but I'll just put, maybe I'll go get more, we'll see. Yeah, let me go get some more. And then these are just random things that we have extra up here. So this, I realized I have the Mongolian fire oil. It's like sesame oil infused with chilies, garlic, onion, and ginger. I bet you that's delicious. And I'm like, I might not use this. I have not used that. So now I gotta remember to use up. So this is good for in here. This shows me, okay, I need to use this up. I know over there I have more chickpeas. I think I have, I don't know, maybe 6 more cans, but I do have big giant cans. So I probably will really focus on using these up this month and then getting that big giant can used up as well. Maybe I'll do a big meal and then get the big can out, we'll see. One of these is out of sight, out of mind, don't see it, so I'll put that over there. I'll put my lemon juice in the hallway. I'm gonna put peanut butter back in the refrigerator, and we are good. I feel like this is good. So you can see everything. I know what's in here. You can, I mean, there's meals in here. I can plan a ton of meals just from looking in my cupboard here. So that's a good thing. I got a little pile of stuff to pass along to someone else, which is a good thing. So, all right, cupboard done. Okay, that's all the pickles. Okay, I decided to take down the garland from on top here. The side ones, I decorate up there because I decorate behind me, the one that you guys see. I don't think I've rarely have I plugged in the lights over here. And I always have these Christmas lights over here. Haven't plugged in all year, and I'm like, you know what? Time to just take them down. I never even use them. So I took that garland piece down. I probably will take the one behind me down as well. We'll see, but I wiped it, picked it down, and then I wanted to wipe off these 2 cupboards. So I'm gonna work top down just to like the countertop. So I figured if I take the garland off, then I can work on the counter directly below it. I'm just wiping off my kitchen window here, getting it cleaned up. It does get splattered from water from the sink. For the most part, it's pretty clean. Just wiping it down, putting the decorations back. This is our cupboard that we keep all of our plates in and bowls. So the dishwasher needs to be emptied, so it's pretty empty right now. I'm just kind of wiping it down. It stays clean and organized for the most part. Just kind of fixing the top shelf here. We use this teapot, the girls do. They like to get their fun little sparkling drinks in it, think it's fun little teacups. And then I just moved the paper plates down because we do use those more. Instead of having them on the top shelf, put them down where you can reach them. I'm gonna work on the bottom ones now. Like I said, recommend however you wanna do this. I'm just gonna do this side of the kitchen and move to the other one. So I'm gonna do the cupboards in the bottom, wipe those off real good because they are dirty on the outside, clean out the inside, take out what I don't use, set it aside, put it in the garage for a little bit until we see if we actually use it. And then we'll have clean cupboards, which will be nice. And I'll work on my drawers next. Okay, cleaned up my bottom cupboard. I'm going to take my bread machine down to the garage and see if I don't use it for a little while. I'm trying, it's good. Convenience is a good thing. There's nothing wrong with having convenience. Keeping things in your possession. I'm gonna plan on making more from scratch, do it myself kind of meals. That's a good thing. So I just have my mixer over here, which means I have a lot of room in the back. So I don't know, I might get to other cupboards and go, oh, let me put something back there. These are collapsible strainers. Those were good. I could move those, but I think that's good. And just extra cutting boards, and put my wood one back on the refrigerator there. These I keep here because we use these all the time. All of my mixing bowls fits right up to the top. So I made it fit right to the top of that. Those are all used. So that cupboard is done. And then, oops, I need to tighten that. And then these two are going to be done as well. So I have a blender, like a container in the dishwasher to do. This is my plastic cover. Let me clean this one out. Okay, so I got the bottom cover clean. What I'm gonna do, I don't think I've ever used this. I don't think I've ever used this. I know I haven't. And it's one of those things, if I get rid of it, I'm gonna be like, I wish I had it. So I'm gonna put that up in a cupboard way up here that's like out of sight, out of mind. And because it's one of those things we don't use. And this is the gasket for my other pressure cooker. I saved it because those do go bad. So that I'm gonna throw over there to use. This I need to replace. I have two of these. I need to replace that for my microwave. My other one's kind of getting yucky. This is gonna go downstairs for apples. We get this out for apple season. It's fun to use. This I'm gonna put on top of my refrigerator. And then the butter dish. Do you love a butter dish? I love a butter dish, but I don't love a butter dish. Butter's so expensive right now. Maybe one day butter will be cheap. So I'm gonna put that. It's like one of those things I'm not gonna use. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stick it way in the back of this cupboard, because I'm not gonna use it anytime soon. But it's gonna be out of sight, out of mind, people. And then my plastic cupboard, I cleaned this out. These I'm getting rid of because I've had these for a long, long time and they do not have lids. I have another order probably at the post office right now. Like to repurchase them every, 3 years? Probably 3 years. So just because then they all match. If they don't, the lids get all weird and wonky. So I've got some there. So those are kind of cracked and bad. These green containers I've had for a long time, a long time. Time to pass them along. This jar is like an old spaghetti jar. So that is gonna be good for that cupboard. So I'm gonna wipe this off and then I'll move on to over this way. I wanted to wipe the counter off because it is dirty. Now I'm gonna work on my drawers. So I have a container, I think I put it up in that cupboard, where I'm gonna put like certain utensils that I use over here for cooking all the time, just to have them out to make life easier. These are gonna go to downstairs because I use them for apple season. These I'm gonna put into the little container when I get to that. Over to this cupboard here. These cupboards, these kind of nice. These kind of bend out, so I keep in there. I need to paint. Look at these got nicked up here, so I do need to touch up, but I don't have the paint that I need, so I need to get some. So it's one of those things I'll see one day and I'll actually get, but one of those times when I go get paint. We're going to be repainting the girls' bathroom and working on that. So I'll probably start on that, then I'll get paint for here. But for now, this is pretty good. Now, I think I just cleaned this out. I know I did just last week. So there's not much in here to clean out. I went through our cleaners to see what I have. So I know what I have. So it's not one of those. I feel like I should take these out just so I know what I have, and you just have to use it up, because it's important to use up what you have instead of going and buying more stuff. Nothing wrong with stocking up. There is okay, and there are times for stocking everything up. So I'm going to like this. Do we use this? This we use. Let me put this back here. Stocking up is okay, but just kind of going through and seeing what do we have, what do we not. I put trash bags over here. This is pretty much cleaned up for me. Here's ours. This soap I got out and poured it in today. It's real watery. I didn't realize it was such a watery soap. So that's okay. And I've got vinegar, what's back there, trash bags and bags. And soap, we're still using the same here. I got another one underneath. Okay, for the most part, this is good. Don't worry about cleaning under here too much because we've already done that. I do like to keep this up just in case water gets down. Sometimes, you know, it leaks from everywhere. So I like to keep those up so we use them. But for the most part, this is clean. Just wipe it down under the sink. Just not the pretty place, but it's good. And I'm going to clean up these drawers over here. These are all our washcloths and towels. We have a lot because we use a lot in our home. So what I do is I go through my towels, and if they are kind of like stained, yucky, ripped, whatever, I will take and put a cut into them, and then I put them in the bottom drawer, and then that will be used for rags. So I have a bunch in here of rags. I have my like cheap microfiber on the bottom, and those I use for my car to clean that out, or any kind of like kids get like stuff like Stephen had super glue in his hand the other day, and I'm like, go use the microfiber cloths. I'm like, not my Norwex, but the ones in the bottom row, and that helps do it. So I took out all my Norwex. I'm actually going to boil these. It's good to clean these, boil them to get all the yuck out so that they work again. They work. It just gets the smells out and everything. There shouldn't be any smells in your cloth. They should stay really nice. So if I boil it, it will be good. So I've got those out to do that, cleaned out. You know, went through the drawers. I put one side Norwex, one side just regular washcloths, just cleaning it up, straightening it up. I'm going to do my pantry afterwards, but I'm focused mostly on the kitchen right now. I'm going to stick, remember my temperature, I'm going to stick that right there on the thing. This is good. These I'll put down here because I use that fits. Because this would be extras. Put this down here because we'll use this as well. I want to put this up here so I remember to use it. The cornstarch, perfect. So I've had like regular table salt forever. I have this Mediterranean. It's coarser. My girlfriend had the Himalayan stuff and she said it was good. I'm going to see how this works. I don't know if I'm going to love it or if I'm going to want to go back to finer graded salt, but we're going to try and see. Obviously it's going to be more like chunks, so we're just going to see how that works. But I'm going to put that out, move my stuff over here and put that out so we have it. I'm going to put this in my pantry. I'm going to keep working from the top down just so that I can, you know, get all the dirt can drop to the bottom, and then I can wipe everything off after. So the cupboard above the stove here is one I don't always go to. It's my bread pans and my bundt pan and my angel food cake pan. So those ones we don't eat all the time, so that's a good place to store them is above here. And I have 2 big glass jars. I used to fill this with hot cocoa mix. Will I keep them? I don't know. I will see if I even use them this year, and if not, then I'll pass them along, see if somebody wants them. I'll see if Lauren would like to use them for something in her homemaking days over there at her house. So just cleaning everything off is good, and clean everything out. My pot and pan cupboard is real simple. I only keep the minimum that we need. I still love my pots and pans. Favorite, these are the ones, Caraway ones. They've held up great. The inside looks really good. The only bad thing is the outside is a little scratched because, you know, I'm shoving them into a little cupboard up here. They should fit into a wide cupboard. I just don't have that space. So we're putting them into a smaller one so they get scraped as they put away. But for the most part, these have held up amazing and wonderful, and definitely a good investment for your kitchen. microwave is super dirty because we had a lot of reheated meals this weekend for food. So I just had to wipe that all out really good, and then moving on to my stove, cleaning this off real good. Just a lot of crumbs, a lot of dirt that way, but it's good. And then just wipe everything down. I wipe off with a Norwex cloth to finish it up. And the counters off here, there's a big container of bananas I have here. I'm getting my containers today, and I'll be filling those up to freeze them. So they've lasted in this bag. They're definitely gonna be ready to be frozen when I get my containers today. So I'm gonna just continue wiping everything off, getting the crumbs off, getting the smidgens and the fingerprints and the grease and all the wonderful things that happens when you have a home. I've got everything wiped off the counter. I totally forgot to take the garland off first and then wipe the counter. So I've taken that garland off, and there is one up here. So I'm just gonna leave that with some lights up there. That's gonna be good to go. And then I'll re-wipe the bottom cupboard and kind of move things around to make it work for the way that I wanna decorate over here. Okay, doing good. Cleaning out weed now. I'm done over here now. I cleaned out that corner cupboard and got rid of a lot of stuff I don't use, a lot of serving stuff, things that I haven't done anything with. So I'm gonna pass along to someone that can use it. It's clean, it's not cluttered, it's good. I'm feeling good. I haven't touched any of that stuff. Even though some of it's really great, I'm like, I haven't used this in over a year, over 2 years. So throw it away, pass it along. So I'm getting a pot of water right here, and I'm gonna cook my Norwex cloths here. I'm gonna get some soap over by my laundry room, and then that area is done. I just have to clean up my junk drawer, my tool drawer. I'm gonna go through that real quick now, and then I have a few dishes to do. I'm almost done to get to the pantry. Almost there. Okay, I went through my pots and pans. My purple one, I forget I have this one, so that's down there. I put it up here. I got rid of my chicken fryer I got from Aldi. I think I've only used it once this year, maybe twice. You guys would know more because you guys splatter water. You guys watch my videos, but for the most part, I like my Caraway pans, so it's no big deal. Okay, the last one I have to do here is this drawer right here. I'm just gonna go through it real quick. Like there's 3 tape measures, things that I need to know that need to go down to the garage, and then just a quick clean. I'm feeling really good about my kitchen now. So I've got, there's towels there. I'm using my towels. Nuts are sitting out, just that little corner there. We'll figure that's like my area of like, here's my paper, what I gotta do. I do have a little stand. I need to go get that to my bedroom. This I leave open because that's where we do dishes, and I've got little containers of treats. You saw me put things in the dishwasher. I'm not gonna turn the dishwasher on. They're just to hold it. They'll air dry, and the kids will put that away. So I don't have to see it, so I can look at my kitchen and go, okay, it's clean. But for the most part, except that big pile of washcloths there, this is good right here. And then over here, simple and easy. I think I might leave that on the door, or I might put it on the front of my refrigerator. We'll see. I might move it to the front of my refrigerator. We'll see. I think I'll leave that though. This is just gonna boil. I'm not gonna clean out my refrigerators and freezers right now because I kind of do that all the time. So it's not a big deal. If they're not dirty, there's stuff in there, it's fine for now. So we'll do, you know, as the weeks go on, we will probably clean out the refrigerator a little bit more, scrub it down and stuff, but it's not that dirty. It's not really that dirty. I wipe everything down pretty much for the most part. All the cupboards are clean inside, the drawers are cleaned out. Got my pile of stuff over here. Everything's sitting over there to be done with. I put my cutting board up here on top of the refrigerator so that I can use that one because I do like that one. And then the only other thing I did not do would be my pantry. So I'm going to go in there. It's hard to film there because it's such a tight little corner and you don't really see a whole lot. So pantry, everything's sitting right here. So I'm just going to go through. It's pretty much clean because I kind of weeded everything up, but I'm going to organize real quick, kind of go through, see what I've got. I think I have, I don't even know, I've got 2 plastic containers that I could fill with something if I need to. So let me do a quick go through and see what I got. Now, not many people will put their food on top of the other ones. They'll wait to use it up and then use it up. We will use this up in the next few months, so I'm not worried about it going bad at all because we will use it. So I'm just going to pour it right on top. Just a couple odd things I had in the pantry here, just use up so I know what I have. It'll be one of those like we're going to use everything up to the end and then we'll be able to refill everything and stock it later. Okay, I think I have a change of heart. I'm going to skip, I have that thick salt. Oh, it's right here. I'm gonna put in, I have this Himalayan salt. That just looks like it's too big. This Himalayan salt, my girlfriend told me to get used. So I've got that. I think I'm gonna pour that in there because it's smaller and finer and I feel like that's gonna be better to put on things. I Googled it, it's got more nutrients. I just feel like the big stuff is not gonna go very well. So I got this at Big Lots for, I don't know, last year sometime after we came back from Michigan. So this is good. We'll try the pink salt. This will work. The good thing is when I clean up, I found my clothespins. Like they were all in this drawer. I guess I did not know they were over there. And I realized I have a whole lot. So I'm going to have enough for my laundry up there. Okay, this is going to be good. I guess it's just salt. It smells like pepper a little bit. We'll find out. I'll see how it works. Okay, that's good. So now I can keep putting the stuff away here. These I got at Sam's Club, the little bento containers. I am going to be using them I don't need them so much now because I'm using my glass ones, but I will put those to use real soon. Just maybe it's in, I don't know, we'll see. We'll use some leftover. So I've got leftover candy bars here. I found in the pantry. I'm feeling good. I've got it like really good, cleaned out, weeded out. I'm gonna make popcorn today, so I'm putting out this stuff. This is popcorn. There is like a tiny little bit. I'm gonna eat these up too. I have to get some rice. I have a big bag of rice in there. I'm gonna pour it into here, and I have another one. And we're gonna make this stuff today, the nasi goreng, because this is really good. It's easy for a Monday meal. So this will be food for today in here. So let me show you what I ended up with in my, I keep wiping as I'm talking, in my pantry. So I've got all my pastas up here. I do have like more of that in the closet over there, along with elbows, and I think more spaghetti maybe, but plenty of pasta to use up here. The beans, and then I'll work on using those up too after I use my canned stuff up. These I filled up because we'll be using those. These are just the random small things I have. We'll use those up, and then this is not my pile, it's kids' pile. They have a little bit of pretzels. I have this stuff to kind of use up, little random crackers, just random stuff. So just this I had to clean up. This pretty much empty. The bottom one was filled with like nuts and chocolate, so I kind of moved it all up. Down at the bottom is just salt and what else do I have down there? Coffee, and I think that's it. Is that it? I think that's, and then shortening. I bought a shortening. I thought I used it up.
No, I still had shortening up here. So I'm like, oh, I really didn't even need that this month. So we have that. We'll be using it up. So this is good. Everything down here is good. It's like I've got some empty baskets, but I'll keep those because we may use those. And I cleaned, organized all of my spices up here as well. Got everything into a container so I can see it. This is how we hang our bags up here, and this is where it stores all my extra bags in there. Went through my aprons, got rid of any that were not comfy or stained or ruined. Feeling good about the pantry. Okay, I went to my other cupboard, like my closet over there, to get stuff out of there, to figure out what I'm going to use. I'm going to use up, does that fit in here? Those barely fit in here. I have to go small. These are good for at nighttime when we have ice cream, so I don't have to worry about cleaning bowls out. It works. Just throw it away. I have like this chips I'm going to put in here, and these are pretzels. Just to use up, I went and picked out a thing of rice. So we have this bag of rice. This bag is, I've had this bag for a long time, so it's going to be time for a new bag to throw that one away. So I'm going to pour this in here. I'm going to have to get 2 containers, which I have. I do have another one. So let me put this rice in here, put this away, and I've got another one. Cleaning out containers makes you feel good, doesn't it? Getting things like cleaned up and dumpstered. That's a good thing. All right, so we're on to finally rice. That's good. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to make rice in a little bit here for dinner tonight. This is here. I'm going to throw this away because I've had this for a long, long time, and the bag is kind of getting yucky. So when the bags start feeling yucky, it's time to throw out. My Norwex is done being boiled. I'm going to rinse it off and do some vinegar and water. So for your Norwex, you want to do this every once in a while. Make sure it's not too hot. You want to boil, see all the yuck? Oh, there's a lid in there. And you want to boil it to look at all that yuck. That's what makes everything stink. Because dirt gets trapped in there. So I'm going to just rinse this off, and I'm going to reboil it with some vinegar. It just gets all the yuck out of there. It's good hot. So I usually use cold water and kind of rinse them off here and squeeze them out. Finished doing what I wanted to get done in my kitchen today. This was like my goal, was my declutter purge in my kitchen. I've got a huge pile of things to give away, a huge pile to throw out, and a huge pile to decide what am I gonna do with, and my Christmas decorations. Those are all there. We will get those another day, another time. Maybe later this day, I'll see how my day goes, but for now, this is all I wanted to focus on. I feel like my kitchen is clean. I'm feeling good and confident. Now I'm gonna worry about making dinner for this evening. So we're gonna make this stuff. This is a great packet. Buy this on Amazon. It's amazing. It's great. We love it with sausage. It's like so simple and it's so tasty. So I'm going to put in my pressure cooker here some rice. So I'm going to cook. How much do I need? Oh, water's going. The washcloths are going. I think I'm going to do, how much do we do? 3 cups of rice, 4 cups of rice. I feel like I can make extra. We can have some for lunch tomorrow. So I'll do 4 cups of rice here. And then that would be 8 cups of water. So I sat this morning a little bit and kind of like after cleaning everything out, seeing what I have, I made a little list here on my refrigerator of different meals I can make this week that I'll probably stick to just based on what I see to know, okay, I need to use that up. So that's a good thing. So today it's going to be the rice, and I have egg rolls. So so it's kind of like you have the plain rice. The rice is delicious meal by itself, but then it's like, oh, you get an egg roll with this. So you get a little bit more pizzazz than just plain old the rice mixture, even though the rice mixture is delicious on its own. I'm making enough so that I can have some for tomorrow because I'm actually going to be heading to get groceries tomorrow. I'm going to go do a discount store. So come back for a discount store haul tomorrow. And I'll be gone probably till about lunchtime. So this will give the kids something to eat for lunch as well as dinner tonight. And we have leftover, we have chicken pot pie over here, there. So we had all of our food up yesterday and we ended up making, this is really, I need to get a right knife here. We ended up making ramen last night as a treat and I'm okay with that. And we made some pot stickers as well. So I'm going to, so the chicken pot pie did not get eaten. So the chicken pot pie needs to get eaten today. So I'm going to heat it up in the air fryer for lunch. That way we can use it up and have it. It'll be delicious. It's using again. I think everything else is gone though. Let me look. I have one little tiny container of rice. There's salad. I have a little bit of pot stickers left over. Yeah. So we did so good on food, and like I said, I ended up making a little bit more. So that's quite all right. We were okay. It was one of those like rainy, dreary days. So I'm like, you know what? Let's get out the ramen and do the ramen. These are like frozen and cutting sausage. I just don't want to slice my fingers, so I have to do a tiny knife. I'll show you in a minute. And a long one here. So I'm just gonna chop this up. Kielbasa here. And then I'm gonna fry it over here in the pan. I might fry a few eggs just because I have eggs. That would be good protein in there, and we're being frugal with our eggs, but it'll be good to add some to it because everybody will eat this and it'll be a good meal. And then I have frozen mixed veggies. The rice will go in, which is over there, still doing its thing. And the sauce packet. It's easy. It's an easy meal and delicious. So let me just chop this up. Cooking away here, what I'm going to do is just put an egg in the middle here because there's enough grease from the sausage. We're gonna be frugal with our eggs. It's like, I think I'm just doing 6 eggs. I'm like, we'll just be very frugal. Everybody gets an egg. This will be, like I said, this is a dinner. So what is that, 6? I think there's 6. So it's like $3 right there. $3 worth of eggs, it's good. We're gonna fry these a little bit different, but it works. Mix it all in there. Like I said, enough grease from the sausage, so this is perfect. Just let that cook for a few. And then this will be good. And then my rice has got 9 minutes left. I'm gonna add some mixed vegetables. This is like what we like to add to ours. You can add whatever you want. I probably should let that cook. It's almost done. I'm feeling really good. It's about noon. I want to finish up with this because the rest of my day is going to be putting away all that stuff I put on my table there, and school, kids, life, edit, all that good stuff that I have to do, and that takes up my day. It'll definitely take up time this afternoon, so that's why I'm getting all of this done now, so that I can be free to not have to think about dinner. It'll just be like, oh, okay, let's just pull this out for dinner time. So it just makes my life easier, getting everything done that I need to get done in the morning, and then it's not a worry for me later on. So let me get my clothespin I stuck in here. I'm waiting for my rice to finish up, so this is all heated. Delicious. I'm just gonna put this on so I can be finished with this and throw it in the trash. The rice has got 4 minutes. As soon as the rice is done, I'm going to just take it off. I like to let it steam for a little bit so it gets nice and soft. And then, couldn't find my scissors. I think they're deep dark in the dishwasher. So, kind of squish this out. Perfect. This I will mix in with the rice. I'm just showing off because it's going to be. I'm going to put these in the refrigerator because we'll be having them tonight in the microwave. Or not the microwave. In the air fryer is the chicken pot pie. Heating it up so the kids can eat it for lunch, and then I'm finished. I'm finished for the day for you guys. So we'll just finish this up and then be done so we can focus on the other things I need to get done today. This is done for dinner. We will have this with some egg rolls for dinner. Like I said, this version was a little bit spicier. I don't know why, but the packaging's got extra hot pepper flakes or something in it. Most of the time it's pretty mild, but it's okay. My kids don't mind spicy stuff. So this is dinner. It'll be done. All right, so my day is gonna come to an end right now. We are off, kids are doing their chores, everybody's helping pick up, doing our thing. We're gonna be doing school today. We're gonna have the yummy rice for later. We're hopefully gonna go to the park if it's not too cold out. It's gonna be a good day. So it's my Monday coming to a close. So you have a fantastic rest of your day. So come back tomorrow and we will discount store shopping. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.